Hello everybody, me again, back in action. So beautiful Tuesday, yes or no? For me, I can say yes. Either way, that was been raining almost all day. I spent really good time with my son today in the morning, and then it starts to rain, and so I get some rest. People saw me like, yeah, you look tired. Yeah, sometimes I look tired when I go to sleep like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:30. Even if I wake up at 7, it's still I need some time to recover, and then today I have option to go back to sleep like at 10:30 till 11:30 when mechanic called me for repairing our uh, dry washer, So, but anyway, I collect some energy that I'm here today to speak about. Yes, I was thinking about what kind of topic put today because for the next 2 days I already have topics, and I said, okay, let's pick something that is important, that is somehow connected with psychic abilities, with all these things that I'm doing. And I was thinking, okay, let's speak about spiritual guidance. So guides who are helping us, not just me, like really like in general, how to connect with them, how to use them properly, not use them, but how you can really like get some information from them, or just that you are protected. So I was thinking this is maybe really like good topic that can be speak about in my channel, because anyway it's somehow connected with all that psychic ability stuff, with all these things that are here that can be explained why some people are like extraordinary. Like sometimes people say to me, you're really like whatever, what kind of ability you have, this is unique. I said it's not unique, because everybody actually can have this. The only thing is if you develop this or not. So this is the case right now. So first of all, what is spiritual guiding, or let's say just guides who are close to us? Those are mostly people or souls who already died, and they're just here next to us to help us to go through some process in our lives, or they're here all the time. Some people have guides who are all the time with them, who are really like support them all the time. One of my guide who is next to me all the time is Nostradamus. This is why I choose this nickname. And actually, everybody knows him. He was really like super famous. He's still super famous professor or psychic or whatever you call him. And then I have like three additional who are changing all the time. It depends what kind of readings I have, and it depends what I need in my life. So this is things in my life how actually start, not how actually everything works at my place. So if you just imagine, so I have like not triangle but two triangles, first here and then at the back again. In the front of this triangle is definitely Nostradamus, and then these three others are changing all the time. It's like whenever I need someone, when I have reading correlated with health, bang, then comes like maybe one or two expertise of health issues. And then when I want to speak about some finance, they just change immediately. I get this one or two expertise in finance. And love area, again, I get some expertise who are really good at this. I went to check some names who are here. For me, this is not important. Why? Because it is important for me that I get support from them, that they give me proper answers. The only name that is important for me is Nostradamus. Why? Because he is in charge, as I mentioned, most of time for time frames, and time frames are something that are really super important in all our readings. Why? Because people want to know when this will happen. When. It's not important if it will happen. Yeah, if you get answer, yes, it will happen. Okay, when? It's so much easy to say, yeah, it will happen. Then okay, when? you know, it shows me like it can be like 3 weeks, 3 days, or 3 months, or 3 years, you know. This is something that I look always like when, but I do not judge people who do some tarot readers, or I don't know, someone who is reading from some tools, you know, because in tools there are usually like some numbers, you know, and when they told you number, it's always like, yeah, I can see number 5. This can mean like in 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years. So when I say, okay, do you see contact from this person? Yes, I can see 5. Okay, so in next 5 lifetimes this can happen, you know. This is something I would say, yes, it can be useful, but you just maybe give someone, yeah, definitely contact will be here, but you have to wait. Let's wait for 5 years, you know. But in my case, he said, listen, I can see this will happen like in 14 days, like, or just 2 years or whatever, you know. So these time frames are, I would say, the most important part of readings that I'm giving, especially when I also give some kind of these pre-messages, you know. It's always like in next 3 days, in next week, in this time frame, you know, you can expect, I don't know, something in love, something in finance, something correlated with health, whatever, you know. So he's in charge for these time frames. This is why he's so important in my life as a spiritual guidance or my guide, you know. And I really put a lot of respect towards him. I speak a lot with him, that we have some good conversations. Sometimes he's mad at me. I said, okay, yeah, you can be, because I know sometimes I'm lazy, and yeah, I need some kick in the ass sometimes, and I respect this, that when he speak that way towards me, because I know, okay, he want that I go further, but I'm just sometimes too lazy to go as fast as he wants, you know. So definitely all our spiritual guides are here with us, but it's important that you have to understand that they are not here, maybe specific souls all the time with you, because they are here with you when you need them, you know. So when you will not need them, I always say they go to rest, you know. There is so many people who need their help, so they just go to help others. Of course, they can be next to everyone here in the earth at the same time, because in other side there is no time, you know. But anyway, they need some rest sometimes also, because sometimes when we are like really like, when we are how to say this, when we want some results immediately and we are impatient, and but they want us to be patient, and are like, we make them really tired, you know. Sometimes because of our pushing and forcing and things like that. So definitely uh, all of us have, could be multiple guidance. When I do readings, people sometimes ask me, how many guides do you see? It's usually between 3 to 5, you know, but as in my case, they are changing all the time, you know. So when I give someone information, yeah, I can see like 3 or 4, and I can see some locations where these guides coming from. It's definitely obvious that we can have it from all over the world, you know. So I remember when I have a reading with one guy, and then he got really like I think one Australian, one Asian, one from the Northern America, and from one from Africa, you know. So whole world covered. Why? Because it's actually, they are here to help you, and from each part of the world there is some different cultures, and also we are growing. Maybe in some different cultures you have to get knowledge from different sources to understand maybe deeper what is going on here, and how we can grow together, you know. So definitely do not think that you don't have no one, because everybody has at least one, and this one is taking care that you are safe, that you are here, that you are successful, that you get what you want, that they just help you to go through some hard times, that you can develop better relationship, that you can develop some better things in your life, you know. So definitely when you think that just some support came from somewhere, definitely this is their fault that you are good at this, that you receive this, that you get this, or whatever, you know. How you connect with your guides, I would say it is easy and it is hard way, you know. First of all, you have to trust your instincts, you have to trust your sixth sense, as I speak yesterday, that when you go to meditation, when you start to ask about some help, that definitely they will tell you who they are. Do not think that if you get some really famous name that this is just imagination. No, because when you do really deeper meditation, when you really go deeper into stuff, they will connect with you and they will tell you who they are and which area they cover. Each area you have to maybe establish better relationship or whatever. So think about that. You know why? Because it is important that for some people it's important that they know who are their spiritual guidance, who are guides, who are driving them through things. Why? Because then it's much easier to address them. You know, for example, me, I'm like, okay, Nostradamus, I know that you're here. Please help me with this and this and this. That you just don't say, listen, guides, I need this and this and this. For them, it will be much better if you say the name. They will tell you, okay, my name is, I don't know, this and this. Like, I don't know, some Chinese name or maybe some really hard name to I just got one message from one girl, sorry, that I did therapy, and really shocked me because I thought that she was sleeping. So you get some names that are really hard to say it. You know, I don't know, maybe from China, from Africa, or from some really old cultures. You know, but anyway, you can maybe say, okay, can we agree for some easiest name, you know. A lot of people call me Nostra or just Nos, you know. Nos is really funny because Nos is actually nose in Slovenian language, you know. So when people call me Nos, it's like, okay, I have big nose, but they don't need to call me that way. But you can say, okay, if it's a really hard name, you can say, listen, okay, I know that this is your true name, but can I call you Mike? Can I give you this nickname? And of course, they will agree. Yeah, I know that you that you cannot say maybe some really hard name, and you just call this person Mike or John or whatever, and they will know. Okay, you're calling me, and they will just jump and starts to help you. You know. So definitely, guides are here to help us 24/7. The thing is that we, yeah, me also, a lot of time forget that they are here to help us. That you can ask them, listen, I need this and this help. Can you support me with this idea? Can you give me some help? Can you give me some stuff? And then things starts to happen. If you do not ask, you cannot get help. They do not know in which area you need help. Of course they know, but they are waiting for your request. If you do not ask, they will not help you. If you ask, they're like, okay, consider consider that is done. You know, it's like it's usually like that because they just put everything in action and it happened really super fast. You know, I remember this girl that I mentioned like maybe in last maybe in 5 videos at least 2 times. This girl who had this mediumship abilities, you know, and she's like, you know what? It happened that when I decided that I really need help, in 24 hours everything was being resolved. So in 24 hours, she figured out that I'm that kind of person that can help her. Another person starts to contact her to offer her help. So she received like from two sides immediately some support, you know, and so she just has to ask their guides, okay, listen, I need help, I need that we resolve this, and then she got this, you know. So when you really trust and when you really have faith, yeah, this is it, then things will happen to you super fast. Things will resolve, you will get informations, you will get answers immediately. It maybe takes 24 hours, but if you go to research, if you go to find something, it will take you weeks or months, but if you get this in one day, it is much faster. So think about that. So definitely when you are connecting with your guides, it's much easier to go to meditation, to calm your down, maybe to prepare your space, to connect first with yourself and then with them, and speak with them as you speak with your loved ones or with your boss, with your employees, whatever. Why? There has been humans once, so they know how conversation works. Also, it can be that some guides are just spirits that never been here on earth ever. This means that they might be a little harder to understand situations, so they will give you some answers, maybe put in some kind of fog that you will have to think once, twice, three times what they're actually thinking. But definitely when you will receive this information and when you will really like put it on the, when you will destroy this picture and put it together again, it will be much easier to understand what they were talking about. Of course, when you have that kind of guide who was just spirit, never been here before, but understand situation, you can ask some other guide who has been here to explain to you. It's like, okay, he never been here, you has been here, what this means. What can also happen is that I remember when I talked with my grandmother, and she already passed away at that time, and so I talked with her. She was been also like a spiritual guide for me, and I asked her. It was been like really like right now, maybe it's 8, 9 years ago, before I became a psychic. But I went to prayer, and I asked her, listen, do you see this and this and this? Like, will I make money online? And she said, yes, I can see that. And then I asked her in the situation that I was searching at that time, and she said yes. But because she wasn't been so into this, because when she passed away, there has been no internet. She didn't have that kind of knowledge about internet. She just knew that something is on computers. Then she twice said yes, but definitely it didn't happen that I started making money at that time, but later I started making money online. So definitely it was been correct answer, but I had to wait a little bit. So when people, I have the same problem with Nostradamus. Why? Because yes, he understands this technology right now, but not as good as we understand it. I remember once it was been like I asked him, what do you see for one specific web page? What will happen there? And it was been like, yeah, when you will reach this and this number, it will be like really like a boom. I was like, okay, that's good. But this boom was been actually that they blocked me. I was like, what do you mean boom? And he's like, you know what? Better that way right now, that next time when you will start, that you will know how to develop things, that you will not do the same mistake, and maybe you will reach even bigger number, and you will be destroyed at that time. I was like, okay, you're right. So to give you maybe more details, it was been like I started doing some promotions on Pinterest, and I asked him, okay, listen, when do you see that I will start to get really a lot of followers, and like the number was been 83. I was like, okay, I came to 83, 83 followers, and then half an hour later I tried to log in. Your account was being deleted. I was like, why? Because I was doing some. I just, when I put pictures online, I put the same title and description, and actually this system detected that this can be like a scam, or like, and they just banned me. So I was like, okay, let's start all over again. And then I started to use different approaches, and then page starts to grow. But definitely it was been a lesson for me, because he gave me the exact number when this will happen, and that it will happen boom. But this boom actually happened that they shut me down. So sometimes he don't understand this technology proper way, why he lived 500 years ago, and I totally understand him that he cannot be so good at this. But anyway, with numbers, with some time frames, he is more than accurate, especially when people truly let go. Yesterday I have one reading first time with one girl, and I told her, listen, I can see this, and this, but you have to let go. And today she's like, yeah, I just watched your video with this balloon strategy. This is amazing. I said, I know a lot of people take this as really good strategy. Why? Because it is so powerful, and definitely when you start to put all these puzzles together, you realize that you can get a lot of useful stuff. So definitely you also have your guides, you also have someone who is supporting you, who is giving you answers, who is giving you what you are searching for, but you just have to really be connected in proper way with these persons. How to do this? As I mentioned, meditation, and really trust that they are here for you. Of course, you can pray for them also. You can ask them. If you do not believe that they are really like here to support you, then to just maybe do some tests. What you see for this, when you know answers, that you just get some confirmation. That's it. This is the easiest way that you will say, okay, definitely they are here to help me. And when you will ask them, or when you start to communicate with them, ask them, are you here all the time, or you're just maybe changing? I would say 95% they will change, because through our lifetimes we are growing, and when we are growing, as we exchange people who are around us. So when we grow on energetic level, we just changing people around us. Few of them stays, all others are just changed. And it is the same with our spiritual guidance, that they are changing all the time. The way we are growing, they grow with us. So when you grow, you just leave behind some souls who are maybe not on the same level as you are right now, or they just helped you. Okay, first grade you finished, you're prepared for the next level. In next level you have new teacher. In next level, next level. So when you're growing to the levels, you having better teachers, better professors, or whatever you can call them. Think about that, because it's really important to understand all these procedures, what is actually happening when we are going that way. Why some people are not here with us all the time. When you have first grade teacher, this teacher will not teach you in like ninth grade, or I don't know, when you visit university, there will not no one there will be new some professors who teach there, not the teachers from your, I don't know, fifth grade. So definitely each professor, each teacher have something to do, and with the guides is the same. So they help you to grow. When you finish some lessons, okay, continue your way, continue where you started, and then you'll be rewarded with something. This is the case, and when you accept this, it's much easier to go through some process again and again and again and again and again. So definitely guides are here. It's up to you if you will believe that they exist or not. As always, you can be believer or disbeliever. If you're watching this channel, I will say that 90% of you are believers that something is here for us. And if I just go maybe a little back, you have to understand that people will say, yeah, you are psychic, definitely you have someone. I don't believe that I have some spiritual guidance. I can tell you, so all of us was been born with psychic abilities. The problem is that our parents killed these psychic abilities in us. What this means, remember, maybe you have imaginary friend. This was not been an imaginary friend, but this has been soul, or let's say ghost, or some kind of guide who was been you was been able to see this person. And then when you start to speak with this person, and then your mom or dad comes and see that you are speaking with someone who they couldn't see it, and like, listen, there is nobody there, and first time you, oh, but this person is here, but when you hear this like fourth time, then as a child you just accept, okay, obviously this is just imagination, and you just kill this connection with these guides. This is why I do not do this, because I know that my kids are also really connected with them. I can see when they're looking some ways that there is someone there. Especially my daughter, she has been twice. Really, like she told me, I can see at that place a girl and her father. I can see at that place a boy and like some kind of uncle next to him. So I saw that. She can see things that we cannot see, but I encourage her, yes, of course, can you say something to them and stuff like that. And also I didn't kill this ability in her, so all of us was been born with this ability. Some of us, we just keep this or get it back later, as in my case. But a lot of time people just when you have parents or grandparents who do not believe in this stuff, they just kill this, and then you just lost this connection with them. And when you lost, it's really hard to establish back some kind of connection. Think about that also, because uh, when you have someone to speak about, I would say, beyond, on the other side, it's much easier to understand what is actually happening all around us, and what is happening inside of us, what is happening like in general life. So definitely interesting stuff. You can speak about something that maybe you will not speak with no one, but they're open for these kind of things. I know that I can speak with them really about everything, and this is something that counts really strong. I hope that this video has been educational, that you get some informations about guides, about spirituality, about some things. If you have any question, just type it. I will answer 24 hours for free messages. You can do this also. And give me some advice what I can speak in Friday. So today is Tuesday. Tomorrow we have pick a letter. And then Thursday I'm going live with these free messages from the other side. And then Friday, I need topic for Friday. Give me this, please, that I can be prepared for this. And really, stay safe. Things here are going back to normal. Happily, I'm happy for this. Also, I believe that this can happen in your place sooner or later. I would say in the United States you will have to wait till elections, because as long this will not be finished, everybody will be on red alert. But anyway, this is my opinion. You can believe or disbelieve. It's up to you. So have a blessed day. Have a blessed Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday is really the shortest day in Slovenia. Why? Because it's called Torek, only 5 letters. But anyway, it comes from the Monday, which is the longest day. If you have numbers of letters, if you choose that kind of path. But everybody tell me that, yeah, Monday I really like the longest day in the week. Yeah, if you are going to job and then you just have to go hour after weekend, you have to go there and spend time there. This is not case in my side. So anyway, sending love and blessings. We will be in touch tomorrow. Pick a letter. Stay tuned, because it will be amazing. I already choose my word that will be present all these letters, and we will be in touch. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.